Greetings from Rocket Travels and welcome to Chinatown, Hua Hin. Yes, we're at Chinatown. Now, you might be thinking to yourselves, there isn't a Chinatown in Hua Hin, but there is, and I've discovered it. Let's go and take a look. Okay, basically, Chinatown, I was up here in this area, the back end of town at the top of Soi 88. Take a few twists and turns. I will put the map location in the description. I found this place. It is fascinating. A lot of these villages, estates, resort type areas, full on non-ties, and I think this one was basically built back in the day, probably started pre-COVID and then came into various problems, was built possibly for the Chinese. I'll explain all my possiblies in a minute, but they do have, to greet you, a lovely parrot, and they have, or used to have, security guard would have been sat there. What you doing, mate? Turning around here. And yeah, this would have been his little office, and that would have been his dunny. Right, so yeah, there are in this area, I've been scooting around the other day and today, and there are lots and lots of projects, little villages, and as you can see, we have the Chinese flag amongst the Thai flag and the Buddhist flag along this avenue. Now I came down here the other day having a bit of a nose. Now this whole village estate is pretty much abandoned, bar I've done a little bit of research. The estimations on this estate are there's over 100 buildings and possibly only 15 occupied. This is a very, very good example. This is completely and utterly abandoned. I have no information on what these would have cost. Looking in there, they still have the furniture ready for people to move in. As you can see, this is just one amongst many that basically have been left to rot. Yes, this project, I spent 2 or 3 hours trying to find out information on this place, and there isn't a lot online. The only information I can get which explains why this estate is a little bit more abandoned than the others. It's possible, I keep saying possible because I'm not 100% sure about my information, because it's kind of unofficial. There's a couple of reviews and a couple of comments, so I'm picking up on what other people have experienced down here. But it seems to be that this estate was possibly built for the Chinese who want to settle or have a holiday home in Thailand. As you can see, it's all Chinese paraphernalia. And then it's not the only place in Southeast Asia where the Chinese have invested, and then due to COVID they've pulled out. Now I'd imagine some of these possibly have been bought and paid for. It suggested that the people, there's a pigeon, have just not returned. As you can see, it's a bit of a shame. We can actually go in this one, I think. I don't think there's anybody, doesn't seem to be anyone around. Yeah, unfinished projects. But these would have been, oh, it's pigeons. Oh man, it's always the pigeons that get me. Yeah, it smells a bit musky in here. Nice walk-in shower. Put the light on. Electric bill in here would be very, very low. Yeah, that would have been your kitchen area. Whoa, man. If that didn't make you jump, it made me jump. Yes, it's a 3-bedroom, this one. Have we got any aircon? No chance. And there is your second ensuite, well, shared between this bedroom and that bedroom. So far, so good. And this is just one like I said, there's possibly, I'm not going to count every single one, over 100 or 100-ish of these abandoned projects. Now, coming around here, there are a lot of well-to-do estates. Some of the places are well gated and lots of security on these places that have been built. I think what's happened here is possibly because of the COVID, people have just abandoned the place. There are some people living here amongst these abandoned buildings, and what do you reckon, guys? Are these beyond repair? Are they just like waiting to be demolished, or just going to be left there, turn it into a bit of a ghost village? As you can see over the wall here, this is another village estate project, and this one is all occupied and kept clean and tidy, and people have lovely gardens. Some of these estates are very full on concrete. It's concrete as far as the eye can see, but the properties to the left of me, as you can see, very similar style actually. They have these rooftop terraces, very similar, and these would have been the same rooftop terraces, but unfortunately I think they've gone past the point of return. Let's go in and check this one out. I don't even know if we have access to this one. We're going to have a good walk around the estate. There is a clubhouse here, a swimming pool, a communal swimming pool. Whoa, man, that's tough getting up there. And yeah, there's like little areas where there would have been little pop-up shops and stuff. The area, if it had have developed to its full capacity, would have been spectacular. It looks like the builders have just done a runner. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon this estate is possible to save it? Can you save places like this? Would you, as God, man, I've got to try and get down these steps. Whoa, dodgy. Would you, as a Westerner or Falang or foreigner or someone from a different country, come here, and would you take a look at one of these half-finished houses and go, if we could get a deal, we could do something? But then again, you might struggle to get a few neighbours to do the same. What do you reckon, guys? That is just like the entrance into this estate. It goes all the way down there and it goes all the way around the back. Like I say, some of the houses are occupied. Some of them aren't even built to this extent. Some of them are just like breeze block shells. We're going to go and explore a bit further into the estate. There are some interesting areas. There's a clubhouse, and guess what? God, man, what is it? Every time I come to these places that are a little bit spooky, a little bit abandoned, I'll get very nervous with pigeons. I just jumped in with leaves on the tree rustling. They're big leaves. Pigeons, leaves, ghosts. Right, we're gonna have a wander up there because there's some even, oh yes, there's some buildings up there that don't even have roofs on. So we're gonna go and take a wee little look. Okay, with my research online, there are some pictures of this place in better days. Some of the things I'm just about to show you, I'll pop the pictures up at the end or in between. Show you, I don't know how I'm going to do it. It'll pop up somehow. So what I'm just about to show you is the clubhouse. So if I show you the clubhouse, what it used to be like now. And now I'll show you what it's like currently. Look at this. Would you go swimming in that? Would you have a game of water volleyball? Yes, let's go and check out the clubhouse. There are a couple of guys here maintaining the place because there's sprinklers. Not too sure what that sprinkler's doing. let's go and check out the clubhouse. It has a gym, it has a swimming pool, it has loungers. You could pop down here and use their swimming pool. I would imagine no one would tell you off for using that if you were crazy enough to get in there. They also have a lovely water slide. You can see your kids using this water slide, a bit of a drop into the brown algae looking yucky swimming pool. There you go, look, you have a sun lounger. You could lay there, chill out with a chang. So there are some guys around here. They've got the sprinklers on. Yes, and in the clubhouse they have a gym. So here you have your gymnasium. Look at this. All this gear's still here, look. Wow. Get in here, do your exercise, man. Let's give it a go. Come down here. Whoa. Oh, that's a bit knackered. Whoa. That is a little bit broken. Yes. They have your jogging, running machines. Do some sit-ups. Yes. Luxury accommodation. Back end of Hua Hin. Top of Soi 88. The area is very, very interesting. When you scoot around, you can see all the estates that kind of made it, and there is also amongst them the odd abandonment. Like this place isn't completely abandoned. It does have some occupancy. It's such a shame. Maybe they timed it right with timed it wrong with the building. Wasn't expecting COVID and the market it was aimed at, and then it all went a little bit pear-shaped. I mean, how long was lockdown? How long till people started coming back to Thailand? You know, if you'd have bought a property here or invested, put a deposit, and then you came back to check and it was in this kind of condition, what would you do? There doesn't seem to be, I mean, a lot of these houses, I'll show you some more in a minute. There's no for sale signs, there's no for sale signs, there's no for rent signs. Although I have looked online, and there are a couple of these up for rent online, from 10,000 to 15,000 baht. But I think, to be quite honest, would you come and live here amongst all the abandoned houses? It's a tough one. I suppose some people would. It's going to be a quiet neighbourhood, that's for sure. Anyway, we're going to go and show you some more houses. I think it's amazing that people are stuck by their guns. They probably bought first people to buy the houses, and maybe they don't have the option to move and they're just sitting it out. But the area does look like it's maintained a little bit. Keeping the grass watered and nice and green. The rest of it is all overgrown. Right, let's go and check out. Well, what we're going to do, I should have been banging up pictures in between now. There's a big seating area over there where I would imagine in the evening there would have been entertainment, and there's a couple of little like pop-up shack type places what they would have sold, food, massage, knickknacks, I don't know, but we're going to take a look. We'll either do that next to all the houses or in no particular order. Rocket travel styly, winging it a bit, kind of. Right, I've come down to one of the areas where there are actually some houses in this little soi. There is about 16, roughly. I'm not going to count everyone, but I think it's roughly about 16 houses in this soi, and I'd say there are 4 actually occupied, and I've just seen a flang going into one of the houses. So people have set up home here, stuck by their guns. But a lot of these houses, I think these ones are smaller than the ones originally I showed you. They are a little bit more well built than the first ones I showed you. Let's go in and have a little look. As you can see, it's all overgrown. Just maybe some tender loving care and somebody to take this over. I'm sure they could sort these places out. Yes, this is a 2-bedroom ensuite, and in the backyard looks out at some quick nose. Right, yeah, that's the backyard. So if you lived here, that'd be your neighbourhood round the back. There are some people living around there, so we're not going to poke the camera. But that shows you, like, if you were living here, and that was your back door, that is what you are opening up into. So it's going to be challenging for anybody living here. There you go, we'll put the light on for you. Yeah, walk-in shower, but this would be the living room. Full of pigeon poo at the moment. Pigeons have been nesting up on that ridge up there. So this would have been a nice little 2-bedroom. Cost of, like I said, I have got no idea. If anyone knows more about this project, Chinatown, please put in the comments. I'm really, really interested to know what these houses would have cost back in the day, because there's very, very limited information. And there is your kitchen area. Doubt very much if that works. Nope. So yeah, that gives you an idea of a little 2-bedroom. I don't know. Would I live here? No. I like living in Tipperwan. It's a developed village. Such a shame. Right, we're going to go and see what else we can find in this semi-abandoned village. Possibly, well, it has Chinese overtones. It's called Chinatown, but so far all I've seen is sign of Western phalanx. I've seen no evidence of Chinese residents. So we're going to go and show you that little seating area. Let's go and have a little look at that. Okay, I've got, oh, where's my hat? I don't put my hat on for the sake of vlogging. It's the sun. When you've got a lot of air, a few minutes out in the sun, but I've caught the sun enough over the last few weeks. And I have caught it a couple of times on my head. So the hat is on. We do not want a burnt bald head. Yes, exciting updates on my little trip to Chinatown. There is another water feature over there and lots more unfinished buildings. Right, this one thing at a time. I did say, I'm jumping the gun, I did say we'd come and have a look at this seating area. So this seating area, just up from the clubhouse, yes, this would have been full on with people. See, lovely little stone tables and chairs. I've just been speaking to one of the residents, well, 2 lads, I'm not too sure where they're from. If you watch this vlog, those 2 lads from over there, you were top lads. You gave me loads of information, and you're really nice guys as well. I'm a good judge of character. I can tell when people are good people. I hope you have a really good day and don't do nothing I wouldn't. Anyway, yeah, so next to this lovely seating area here, they do have like let me show you this. So many things to show you around here. The speakers here, great big speakers. Look at that. So this would have been a stage. The world is your stage. Look at that for a setting. So yeah, you could be in a band doing a bit of karaoke. There is your audience. Yes. And over there they have like loads of these like little they're like little port cabin type I don't know, pop-up buildings. I suppose these would have been dropped off. I don't think they're actually secured to the ground or built into the ground. Portable outlets for doing what? Food? Anything. I would imagine this area here would have been hustle bustle, street food. There'd been people carrying out beers to the lads and lasses. Some information for you. Just talking to those lovely 2 lads, they are super cool. If you're watching, I might come up here one day with a couple of tins of beer and we'll sit down and have a beer. Anyway, I'm going to perch myself here while I tell you, fill you in. This is, oh, it's actually quite nice. You could come up here if you wanted a bit of peace and quiet. I mean, all you guys go to Bancoon Poor. Well, you could come up here, get yourself a can of beer. Maybe these speakers on the stage here, maybe they're Bluetooth speakers. Who knows? Anyway, these 2 lads, superb. They gave me some information. They rent one of the houses over there. I think it's one of the 2 bedrooms. They pay $7,000 a month. So these houses I'm showing you, the ones that have been maintained and looked after, as much as you've got some abandoned and unfinished projects, houses next to them, $7,000 a month. Apparently, if you go on Marketplace, there are loads of these on Marketplace. $7,000. I mean, as long as it's not like a totally stripped of wiring and everything inside. You could make it your own, and for like 7,000 a month. That is really cheap. But obviously, I've showed you the place. You would have to put up with a few how empty, well, not a few empty houses, a lot of empty houses. But the more you look around the estate there, you can see where people are living here, and they've done all sorts to their gardens and stuff. It's semi-abandoned. I wouldn't call it totally abandoned. And they also confirmed there is a Chinese community here, so this was aimed at the Chinese community, and they're still on the estate living here. Also, I was correct about the COVID thing. This project started just before COVID, and it was just left. There you go. See, you got the there's the name of the company there, TS. Can you see that? Taisian Group. Not too sure if you can see that. Yeah, so somebody must be in control of this estate, and I hope they do something with it. What's interesting is I showed you earlier on, over the other side of the wall there's an estate. I think the lads just called it 88, and I think over there that's a different estate. That isn't Chinatown. We'll finish the vlog over there, because I'll show you what two sides of the road, bug on my neck, man. I'll show you what two sides of the estate look like. So in the middle, sandwiched in between finished projects, is all this, man. I'm going to show you a couple of more, I'm going to show you one of the open spaces, and where they haven't even, like, where they've just got no roofs and stuff. So we'll show you that. The estate over there, I've been over there a couple of days back, and you can see where they're building the house, people are moving in, so every time they finish the house it's getting occupied. So the estate over there is more complete, and as they finish and build the houses, people are moving in. Just need somebody over here, this side of the world, Chinatown, to pump a little bit of love and care, and obviously some financial support. With all the half-built houses, why they decide to maintain the grass, I'm not too sure. No parking here. Yeah, I've parked over here. Right, gonna go show you a couple of more of the unfinished houses, and then we'll finish off the vlog. Shall we? Yeah, we'll show you the posh bit. But this is posh, and then we're going to finish it with a chang, I think. Right, we've just come down to what is basically the edge of the village, estate, whatever you want to call it. A couple of these houses are occupied. They do have these, they seem to have left these porter cabin type buildings on the side. How long they would stay there if you moved in, I don't know. What is curious is over there in the background, that is a different estate. Now you have all these houses built here, a large proportion of them unoccupied, and then you have this one lone house in the middle there with no roof on, and they're working on it, putting the roof on and rendering it. It's I don't get it. They've got all these houses over here already built. Surely it'd be easier to do them up than it would be to build one random house in the middle of just like a building site, and with there's nothing around here. There's a load of roof slates everywhere, but there's absolutely no signs of other houses going up. And the posh side is well over there, over a wall. See, just to on the outskirts, they do have also these abandoned, I don't know what these would have been. Just gonna have a little look in. I'm not too sure whether these would be houses or businesses. Let's have a look. Would they have been houses? Yes, they would, because this would have been a toilet, bathroom area. Yes, so yeah, just random. Look, a totally different design to the rest of the estate. Just like, looks like someone's just thought, well, that bit's abandoned, let's try and build something else on the side of it. And this has gone even more wrong than the other side. I mean, this, unless they knock this down, and if you come across or you know anything about abandoned building projects in Thailand, they don't do a lot of demolition. So this place is probably here to the end of days, to the end of the world. Yes. Okay, we are literally the other side of the wall. Literally at the end of this soi here. That is where all the mismatch of a semi-abandoned houses of Chinatown are. And this side, you can see a total difference. These houses have been finished and finished to a good standard. These houses here, I don't think they look far off occupancy. This is a good example of where they build the estate. Further over there, all the houses are occupied. Now, I'm not going to go into an area that's completely occupied, but trust me, if you come up here, have a look around, this estate is full on occupied. The buildings are very well maintained. As you can see, looking, there's no weeds, there's no jungle, there's no yeah, some of them are in the phases of finishing, like this one. There you go, look. I'm just trying to work out, there's a lot of builders here. I want to go in and have a little look. But yeah, these are very, very nicely finished properties. I think some of them, to be quite honest, are actually occupied. So yeah, you can see like this one, these are all occupied. So as they're building, finishing, people moving in. It's a bit similar to where I live in Tipperwan. When they were building them, when we moved into ours, our neighbours were being built, and then someone moved in, and then they built another one, and that's what they do, or should do. But something went really wrong with Chinatown. So this one, let's poke our nose in here. I don't think it's going to hurt. This one is in the process of being finished. Yes, they're painting and putting finishing touches, rendering. Ceiling will go in, and it'll end up looking like the ones across the road. Superb. This area is all new to me. I'm sure a lot of you know, if you live in Hua Hin, you know about this area. Right top of 88, it is full on estates, all different price ranges, with big boardings and signage everywhere. Would I live here? No. It's too, I've seen these estates for, it is just concrete road, concrete walls and concrete houses. So yeah, it isn't for me. I mean, just looking up there, the estate just hasn't got any character. It's in time, would they plant trees and stuff? Not too sure, because the concrete goes butts up to the wall. It's just concrete jungle. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna finish the estate part of the vlog here. We're gonna go and find somewhere for a chang, and now I've got to go home. I've got things to do. Okay, so what you guys reckon? Chinatown, or this one is called Villa Town. I did actually think it was called something else, because there's another signage, a bit of signage over the way calling it something else, but I'm presuming it is called, this part, Villa Town. And there are lots and lots and lots of estates in this area, top end, right top end of Soi 88. It is in the area close to the outer town immigration centre as you're heading west out of Hua Hin. So yes, all these sois, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sois in either side, are all occupied. There's no for sale signs, there's no empty buildings bar the ones that have been built. There are 1 or 2. There is one literally here that they are finishing off, but I'd say every single house that is not occupied, there's guys working on them. There's big teams of builders. So what do you reckon? If you were coming to look in this area, would you go for somewhere like Chinatown and do it up as a project or something and hope that the area would improve, or somebody would invest in it? Or would you just go straight in with nice, clean cut, tidy concrete heaven? At least Chinatown has some character. This area, for me, doesn't have a lot of character. That's why I couldn't live here. I need at least a tree or something somewhere. There's not a tree in sight. Well, little trees, small bushes. I should imagine the area will grow. Anyway, waffle, waffle, waffle. We're going for a chang.